Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. My name is Draygone Llewellyn Fuzzbottom Jr. and these are some of my patrons. Snow Hazard, and a special thanks to my special sponsor, Lit Dragon. When we last left off, we were exploring the town of Revenus, and there's a few interesting things here, but nothing really important for this episode. This episode, we are going to head on over to a tower where a demon is located, because we are on a mission to kill some demons for some guy named Ivan, who recently got hit by a tranquilizer dart, and he is like, "Oh, woe is me, I'm not going to follow you to fight demons anymore." And so, Akira is now having to finish the job and kill off these demons for Ivan, all by himself. That's kinda sucky. Well, at least the tower that we're supposed to be going to isn't terribly far off. In fact, we might even get to it without hitting a random encounter. Indeed we did. There are random encounters on this map, but didn't hit them. Hooray! Alright, so here we are at Spectre's Perch. This place does not have any breakable walls, so don't have to be rubbing the walls and finding those. Many demons lie ahead, but only 3 must be killed to reach me. Let's see how smart you actually are, Spectre. I'm not really sure that I would be up for making a sign inviting people to come try to kill me. That's basically what that is saying. Kill these demons if you want to try to get to me to kill me. Alright. So, interesting thing about this place, it's got puzzles. Technically, the first dungeon had puzzles as well, but it was basically go into this room and step on this button. Here, this is going to actually take some thinking. To advance, you must kill the one who plays the supporting role. Now, I don't remember the solution to these puzzles completely, but I have a general idea of what they are. So let's see, a Magi? No. Oh, by the way, the answer? We're going to have to fight the answer in order to solve it. It also means that you'd have to fight the answer in order to get the wrong answer, so don't get the wrong answer. Soldiers lie in here. Or soldiers lie here. It looks like there is meant to be an extra word in there. Let me check it. Come on, I have the exclamation mark. Why won't you let me check it? Really? Do I have to... What? I don't get it. Why doesn't it work a second time? Because it's not a touch puzzle. It's a walk towards it puzzle. Derp. Whatever. Moving on. Canardians lie here. And I'm pretty sure this is the answer because these guys were in the first dungeon and they had healing spells and were status boosting their allies, so yeah, they are the supporting roles. So let me unsupport them. You found the tower key. And that is the end of that puzzle. And nope, you cannot re-trigger any of the fights. Once you solved it, you move on. So, get through here. We got locked doors. I probably should have pointed that out, but it probably didn't matter, actually. I mean, we're solving puzzles, so there must be some sort of instruction, right? To advance, you must kill the one who is the least original. Ah, this one. I remember this one especially, because I had to completely guess the first time I played this game. I had no idea why the answer was the answer. So we're looking for the least original. We got brigands. No. I don't think so. We got a mimic. They're not necessarily original, I guess, because they're hiding in treasure chests. I don't know. We got soldiers. I was hoping that one of these would be like a recolor, and that would be the least original. I'm still not sure what the answer might be. Who is the least original? Somebody explained to me the answer once before, but I can't remember what it actually was, and since I can't remember it, well, I can't remember the answer. So we got Draygons, which are those guys at the start of the game they're basically the bandits. We got the mimics who are hiding in treasure chests, and we got soldiers who are skeletons, which we saw in the first dungeon. All I can do is guess, and I'm gonna guess mimic. Well, even if this is not the right answer, I'm gonna get some green tea out of it. Yep, that was in fact the answer. So, first things first, what is the green tea? Green tea, and my inventory's full now. I'm gonna want to remove something. Restores 40 MP. I'll go ahead and use an herb real quick. Actually, no. Let's just leave that there for the moment. As for the reason why the mimic is the least original, I guess because he's in disguise? I'm honestly not sure. Doesn't matter. Let's just move on. Actually, it really bugs me that I don't understand. I'm gonna see if I can find the person. Comment. I'm gonna look for the comment that told me why the mimic was the answer. Alright, well, this is interesting. So, the answer was given to me a couple of years ago, and it was Tsunami who gave me the answer. How about that? Anyway, the mimic is the least original because he pretends to be something else. He doesn't have his own original identity. Alright then. So, I actually did have the right idea. Good to know. Still a little confusing, but good to know. Oh hey, we got random encounters. Oh, it's a new one. This is that Magi we just heard about a few minutes ago. This guy is slightly dangerous. He's got a magic spell. So, kinda wanna get rid of him as fast as I can. Mind you, as fast as I can basically means hit attack. I don't have any spells yet. Yeah, that's kinda painful. I'm definitely gonna wanna consider... Oh hey, he's leaning over. And now he's dead. Plop. When enemies in RPG Maker 3 get low on health, they have this extra pose where they're weakened. It is kind of useful for bosses because it lets you know that, hey, that boss is almost dead. Alright. Glad I saved the herb. Now then. Oh wait, there's a heal point right there. Ah well. Treasure! A.k.a. opened the treasure chest. There was nothing inside. Well, probably because that girl over there probably already opened it. So I'll go ahead and heal. I don't need to save. There's no boss fight here. We're just going to have a little conversation. Who are you, and what are you doing here? Oh, I didn't realize the church sent someone else too. Did they send you to help me kill the Spectre? I was just studying this stone tablet, and I think it might give some clues as to what this influx of demons means. Do I look like someone from the church? I'm a mercenary. Killing the Spectre is part of a job I took on. He's just one of several demons I've been hired to kill. I see. You're from Sakai, aren't you? So is everyone from this church as quick as you? I know. All of you in Sakai view us as power-hungry conquerors because of the invasion. I really don't give a dang. I've actually profited a great deal due to your invasion. Well, anyway, since we have the same goal, we might as well team up for now. I'm Monika. I don't think so. I always work alone, unless some client demands to come along. Why don't you go back to the church and tell them the Spectre's dead? He will be soon. Alright, that kind of confidence I cannot stand. Look, I'm not going anywhere. I need this experience. And if you let me help you, I'll give you information on where other demons may be living. Perhaps they're some of the ones you're hunting. Well, I suppose I could use more information. Alright, let's just get going. My name is Akira, by the way. And she disappears. Alright, extra party member. This is Monika, and she is actually pretty dang useful. She's got a cure spell. Not a very strong cure spell. Only heals 40... No, wait. 40, or is it... I can't seem to remember... Yeah, heals 40 MP. I don't do well with symbols. I need words to tell me what those are. So, 40 points of health is what it restores. And she's also got a revive spell. I can't remember if the revive spell is any good. Hopefully I won't have to find out. Also, she's got anti-bat status. Immune to poison, slaw, woo, stop, sudden deet, heh. You know, I don't think Tsunami is able to do anything about these descriptions. I think these descriptions are built into RPG Maker 3. Which actually makes it really dumb because this is something the developers of RPG Maker 3 should have fixed. Anyway, that is Monika. She is definitely going to be helpful. Alright. Moving on. I didn't have to acquire a second key on this floor. I guess the key that I got from the first floor was good enough. I think. Wasn't there more than one key? I'm not keeping track of keys too well. I don't have to. The game automatically chooses which key for me. So, it doesn't matter. What matters is, we got another puzzle. To advance, you must kill the one with a burning temper. Is it gonna be the Magi? Okay, we got a little bit of inconsistency here. You remember how I was just confused earlier because I was walking into a coffin and that was how you triggered it? And I was thinking that you had to press a button? Well, guess what? This one, you have to press a button. So maybe it's not my fault that I was confused. This one, press a button. Soldiers. And this one, we press a button. And it's the Magi. I already know that it's the Magi because I encountered one earlier, and it had a fire spell. So, allow me to go ahead and... Oh, we got our new party member actually, so... Let's see what Monika is capable of. We already know she's the healer, but... What about in regards to attack power? Well, we'll find out later. I was about to say, well, she's not going to cause that much damage. No, because that's the end of that. And I found Tower Key 3. No, wait a sec. Got Tower Key from the first puzzle and Tower Key 2 from the second puzzle. When did I get Tower Key 3? Did Monica have it? She might have. Well, I'll look later. In the meantime, I think we're about to reach the boss. Yep, there's the boss door. And nothing else in this room. Alright, so we're going to be going into here with full health. That's cool. Makes me wonder what other monsters are in this tower. Is it just Magi's? I am genuinely curious. Okay, first off, yeah, there are other monsters in the tower. There's soldiers, there's those bandit guys, and there's also a new enemy called outlaws. I haven't looked at them yet, so I can't show them off. I just looked up the information for the dungeon. And right now I am looking at the code for Monica when I met her. And sure enough, at the end of that scene, we received the Spectre's key. So that explains that. By the way, something kind of interesting about dungeons. The walls are hollow. Yeah. Each piece of wall takes up a block on the map, and basically each piece of wall is 4 walls in one. Kind of interesting that. Probably also does a number on the graphics engine to have to render all of these pieces of wall within the wall. Anyway, back to the game. And by the way, yeah, it actually does have an effect. The fact that these walls have walls does affect the graphics engine for RPG Maker 3, because I remember there are certain dungeons in this game where certain areas have a lot of slowdown because of how much wall there is on screen at a time. So, kind of weird that. And we used the Spectre keys that Monica had again. And, well, like the first dungeon, we're ending things with a pillar. Anything else in this room? Well, this time I can actually explore the room. I couldn't do that in the first dungeon. By the way, apologies to Ivan for claiming that he was all whiny about being tranquilized and unable to join. It was Akira who suggested that Ivan stay behind. I assume because Akira prefers working alone. I don't. Especially in RPG Maker 3. Battles go a lot smoother when you have more than one party member. Anyway, this is the Spectre's altar. Be careful, the church's records indicated that the Spectre is a demon who can invoke lightning, so use any defensive skill you have. Here he comes. Alright, well, we now know to defend against lightning. And I have a spell that defends against lightning. Also, this boss does not have a second form. A shield, that is. It is not like the first boss where I had to break his shield and then kill him. This is the one and only phase of this fight. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll start by shielding you. And I think the Spectre is defending. Because I saw him reposition himself. So, yeah, he's defending. So Monika's not going to cause much damage because she missed. Also because he's defending. This probably will not be a terribly difficult fight. Speaking of walls, I like how the camera is so far back when Spectre attacks that it actually went through the wall. Yeah, Monika is a healer, not an attacker. That shield spell is definitely useful. I don't know how much damage that would be causing if I didn't use the Earth Shield. Probably 30-40 damage. Would be painful. Also, kinda glad that the low accuracy of RPG Maker 3 is working in my favor right now. I know it's not terribly exciting to be fighting a boss fight in which the boss hasn't been able to hit me so far, but I'll take whatever advantage I can get. Oh, there's a hit. So, had he not been missing, would have caused quite a bit of damage by this point. I bet Monika's gonna take more damage. Yep. That was kind of painful. Monika doesn't have the auto haste, so I don't think she'll get her next turn before that thing attacks again. So just in case, I'm gonna use an herb. You know a boss is at least proving to be somewhat of a threat when you have to heal in battle. I was right. And that was pointless. Okay, now this guy is definitely a threat. Do I have something that revives? No, I don't think I do. That's unfortunate. Revenus does have revival potions of some sort. Didn't think I would need one now. Alright, Akira, it's up to you. So much for not being much of a threat. Should be getting close to death, though. Or, not. Well, that was a rather pitiful healing spell. You know, healing spells are really pointless when they don't recover the amount of damage that you take in a hit. I mean, that heal was so oh, I should heal. Speaking of healing, I should heal. But that heal was meaningless. It basically just delayed the length of the battle by a small bit. I'm causing more damage than he healed, by a significant amount. That cure would be more annoying if it healed more than I'm causing. But as it is, he's just wasting turns. See, he could have just caused more damage against me, but no. He just had to slightly inconvenience me. Well, in this situation, I guess I'm kinda glad that no enemies in the game give experience, because Monika would not be gaining any experience from that fight. That said, if that boss did give experience, I'd reset the game. I would not put up with the loss of experience. Akira gained a level. Akira learned lightning. It's about time. That's going to be a super useful... Oh hey, Monika learned lightning too. You know, you're not bad. Critical hits aside. I had you pegged as just some typical church employee, you know? The kind of person that isolates themselves from the rest of the world and their ivory tower. But you have a certain kind of feistiness that's all too... But you have a certain kind of feistiness that's all too rare these days. You give the church a good name. That is an accomplishment, let me tell you. Not many people are capable of giving the church a good name. Thanks. I guess that's a compliment. As I have just explained, yes. Yes, it is. Well, enjoy it, because I don't give many of them. So you have experience with absorbing the powers of demons? I see you do too. Anyway, I need that information. Of course, a deal's a deal. Just follow me back to the church in Rivenus, and I'll tell you everything I know about the other demon captains. That's what these guys are called, by the way. Demon captains. We learned that in a book last time. Would have been nice had we been healed after that fight. But not every game can be Super Mario RPG. Alright, I'll meet you back in town, assuming we don't encounter anything of interest. Oh hey, we encountered something of interest. And Monika's dead still, which is not going to be particularly helpful for this fight. So we got a raptor. And I'm still seeing those eyes in the neck. I think I'll go ahead and take down these guys first. They're not going to cause as much damage, but killing them in one hit means they're going to cause no damage. Oh, they're already causing no damage. In that case, I should probably focus on the red bird. By the way, want to talk about the slowness of RPG Maker 3's battle system? I'm going to point out how quickly Akira attacks. Apparently, not only does haste quicken your turn order, but it also quickens the animation of your attacks. If Akira did not have auto haste, that animation would go significantly slower. RPG Maker 3's battle system is slow. And so having to deal with 3 birds with 1 party member is definitely a long process. Especially when that happens. I mean, yeah, this battle would go faster if Monika was alive. But that's my point. Fighting alone in RPG Maker 3 kinda sucks. Alright, got a white wine out of that. That reminds me. Oh, of course. The dead person has the revival elixir. Well... I'll just leave it be for now. So, at this point, I'd like to mention that this is not the only RPG Maker 3 game I played. I've also done a game called... what was it called? Whispers in the Woods. But that was one of my earlier Let's Plays, and it's not very good. The game's good, just not the Let's Play. And also, there was another RPG Maker 3 game, A Light in the Sky, which is a pretty decent game, and I was somewhat better at making Let's Plays at that point. Reason why I wanted to bring it up, because there's some interesting commenting that has been going on in that Let's Play in regards to save points. We got ourselves a save point in this hotel, which is interesting because you don't need to save in the inn. You can actually save on the world map in RPG Maker 3. So, it's almost a little redundant to have more than one save opportunity. At the same time, it doesn't really bug me too much. Because the inn is a little ways into town, and I'd like to save the fact that I healed, rather than have to go outside of town after healing. So it's definitely convenient in that situation. That said, it is a little weird when you save on the world map and you go into a dungeon and there's also a save point right there too. In fact, I think that was the situation in the first dungeon in this game. And yet I didn't really notice it. I guess it doesn't bother me as much as it did when I was playing A Light in the Sky. Alright, where am I going? The church, that's right. Oh, no. I don't want to go to the church yet. Before I go to the church, I want to buy some healing items for Monika. And before I do that, I'm also going to want to pass over these herbs to Akira, because these are kind of weak and I don't want Monika to be stuck with weak healing items. So I'm going to buy her a bunch of spotted eggs and maybe a couple of white wines, and probably also... oh no, Akira's inventory is full. Never mind on that. But spotted eggs for Monika. Okay, then. You want to hear something dumb? Dead party members cannot receive items, or at least you can't buy items for them. I'm a little curious about something programming-wise, so I really want Monika to stay dead. Oh, stupid. Okay, I just realized that I wanted Monika to be leading the team while I was in the dungeon. Even had it in my notes. New characters should lead. And guess what? I didn't have Monika lead. Of course, now she can't because she's dead, but dang it, I really want to give Akira the chance to take a back seat. I want to have other characters taking the lead. Well, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I really want to have Monika stay dead for the time being because of curiosity with some programming stuff in this game, so I guess I'm just going to have to, like, pass items over to her. Like so. Alright, now Monika has a few white wines and several spotted eggs. That should be useful. I decided to go back to the Oteki shop because things here are cheaper by a significant amount. There's also the Sapphire, which boosts magic attack. I'm not sure if I want that yet. I got a lightning spell now, but currently Akira's weapon makes his physical attack stronger, and I'm gonna wind up using his main weapon more often than I will be using his spells, pretty sure. By the way, in case you didn't notice, staying at an inn does not revive party members. When it comes to RPG Maker 3, stuff like poison and death are only cured at a special kind of shop called churches. There you pay a priest to remove the status infliction. Unfortunately, this game does not have any church shops. This game has churches, but Tsunami decided that the churches are best left for regular NPCs, so I have no way of actually reviving party members except with items. I have no way to cure poison without using an item. It is unfortunate, but whatever. Alright, and we're gonna go ahead and buy a revival elixir for Monika. I think at the very least, in regards to that sapphire, I'll get one later. Not quite yet, because I don't really have the money for it at the moment. But eventually, that lightning spell is going to come in handy, and especially in the next dungeon. However, in the next episode, I'm going to be taking on an optional quest, and I think I'm going to want to have just a strong attack for that quest. For the moment, though, we gotta get that information from Monika. So let us head into the church and get that information. Ah, Monika, you've returned. I trust the Captain Demon is dead? Okay, is it Demon Captain or Captain Demon? Nah, tomato, tomato. Yes, but I didn't do it alone. I had help from this man. The church is indebted to you, sir. You must be a righteous and pious man indeed. Actually, I'm a mercenary. Killing that demon is part of a job I'm working on. I see. Well, we thank you all the same. I'm wasting time. I need that information you promised me. Information? Yes, I promised I'd give him information on where the other demon captains might be. It's not the Monika's place to disclose this information to just anyone. Alright, so she's not just Monika, she's the Monika. Monika. It is hard to make fun of typos when your tongue is getting tied, by the way. We appreciate your zeal, mercenary, but we will handle the problem. No, he helped me. He deserves to know. Monika. We think a demon captain has appeared in the Gaian Islands to the west. A lot of the lesser demons seem to be concentrated in that area. You keep referring to them as demon captains. What exactly does that mean? Is not a question. Just what it sounds like. It means they control a group of enforcer demons. You see, there are 3 basic levels. The lowest is enforcer. These are the nearly mindless creatures that will attack you in the wilderness and in caves. They are created and completely controlled by a captain. They have no will of their own. Are you just going to repeat the information that we found in the library? I mean, I know that book was optional, but if you're going to give us this information anyway, makes the book kind of pointless. The captains are bigger, stronger, and have demonstrated the ability to think rationally. This is the variety that you are after, I think, since the specter we just killed falls into this category. However, I think we have something worse on our hands. A demon lord. That's quite enough. No, it's a possibility we have to consider. I know that a demon lord hasn't appeared in over 100 years, but it's the only explanation for the captain's appearance. So anyway, you say another one of these captains is on the Gaian Islands? Yes, that's what we think. Then that's where I'm going. I appreciate all you've done, Monica. I'll see you around. Wait. Monica's not joining? Monica's not joining! Well, that's lame. Also, I knew that was going to be the case, which is why I wanted to leave her dead. Because eventually she will join my team again. Well, I use the word team loosely. There's no I in team, apparently. In the case of this game. I don't know, there was a joke there and I don't think I worded it correctly. My point is, eventually Monica's gonna join again, and I'm curious if she's gonna be healed or if she's gonna return with 0 HP. Something to keep in mind for the future. It's also why I gave her all those items, because she's gonna join in time for a boss fight, and I kinda want her to be prepared for that. Remember, the next demon captain should be somewhere on the Gaian Islands west of here. Stop by later and I might be able to give you some new information. I don't think she will, but that's something I will have to check. Something that I've been doing before each episode is checking which townfolk have extra things to say. Though I do not approve of you handling church matters, I pray no harm befalls you. Now, I'm not handling church matters. I'm getting paid by some dude who wants to become stronger so he can kill a guy. So I guess that's pretty much the opposite of church matters. Anyway, I guess that's it for this episode. So, down at the bottom of the screen is all of my patrons. Now before we head on over to the Gaian Islands, which by the way, it'll be a couple episodes before we get there, I have an optional quest to take care of. And as I mentioned last time, it's kinda painful. In fact, what I should have done is not return Monica to the church. I could have just went on and started the optional quest with Monica in my team. You can do that, you know. And in fact, that is what I did the first time I played this game. However, even though I didn't want to take on the optional quest earlier, I still want to kind of challenge myself. So I'm actually going to try to take on the quest with Akira by himself. That said, I'm not entirely confident in my ability to do so, so that is why I'm saving on an alternate file here. So, next time, we're going to be going on an optional quest. I'll see you then.